Hello.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
Oh, doing fine. How are you?
I'm well. I don't want to take too much of your time this morning, but I do want to ask you a few questions, and I do want to let you know that this call is recorded. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, great. Well, I do want to start off with I understand that you were about 13 or 14 during forced integration in South Carolina. Is that correct?
Correct. I was approximately that age.
Okay. Well, let's start off with hearing about student life before integration. What was that like for you?
It was great. It was more like family oriented.
Mhm.
You know, knew everybody. We had a lot of activities, a lot of things to look forward to. It was great.
And so it sounds like an exciting time for students before integration. Like you guys were excited to come to school every day to see each other.
Oh yeah. Yes. Not only that, we could listen to the band outside the class while the classes were going on. It was just so much to look forward to as the years progressed. I
Right.
mean, it was exciting.
Okay. And then, we came with a critical time in history where we had forced integration. So how did student life change for you guys as students?
It changed dramatically. It was very scary. It was
When you
we
say
said,
scary, what do you mean by scary?
well, an environment, because when integration started for me, it was the whites coming to my school, which was a middle school which was changed from a high school first through 12 to a middle school.
Okay.
That means they came to us.
Okay.
And, okay.
No, keep going. I'm sorry.
Oh, and as it came to us, it was before integration, there were certain rules we went by, no writing on the walls, everybody in the same class, we just moved from class to class. Some did good, some didn't do so good, but we all passed or failed. But, when the whites came to our school, things changed. We had a smoking area. We talking about 6th to the 8th grade.
A
Smoking.
smoking area?
Yes,
So you
yes.
guys didn't have that before integration?
Oh no,
Okay.
no. If you were caught with a cigarette, you were expelled.
Oh, wow.
Then we go in our bathrooms. There was writings on the wall, all kind of vulgar writings, and niggas go back to Africa, and
Wow.
but before it was no such thing as writing on the wall.
Right.
you
Right.
know, no, right on the wall, and things just more morally.
Right. Well, how do you think it changed academically? Were there any changes that you guys as black students had to experience academically differently?
Oh, most definitely. Academically, it changed. Well, there was a process. 6th grade was the last year that that the school was from 1 through 12. 7th grade was when everybody from the surrounding areas had to go to the white schools in their area because we were being integrated. So that was the year. The 7th grade year was the year of preparation for the process.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that, when we went back to 7th grade, there was only a few of us because the only ones that went to school, that school, Jefferson, in that year were the black students that was in the immediate area.
Okay, so let me understand what you're saying. So
Okay.
there was one first through 12th grade, correct?
Right?
And then when you got to 7th grade, you had to go to a different school?
No. 7th grade, we went to the same school, but the other kids that used to come from North Augusta, Beach Island, all these surrounding areas,
Mhm.
they were all separate. It was separation in the 7th grade because of the students that we had always gone to school with had to leave and go to the other schools in their immediate area.
Okay, so they could no longer come to that school. They had to be rezoned.
This was, yes,
Okay.
this was during the process.
The process of integration.
The process of immigration. We were so-called prepared first.
Okay.
In this preparation, when we got in the 7th grade, we had to take I would call it a placement test,
Okay.
which was to see what classes we was gonna be in, which was 8-1, 8-2, and special ed.
Mhm. So what you're saying is, when you got to 6th grade, in order to move up to the 7th grade, you had to take a standardized test to see if you could go on to the 7th grade.
No. We had to take a standardized test in the 7th grade
Okay.
to see what classes we were going to be
For the 8th grade.
in the 8th grade.
Okay, I got you.
All right. So that was 8-1, 8-2, and special ed.
Mhm.
So after the test, and we go back in 8th grade, a lot of our thought that, well, it was still all black. Integration had not started. So the 8-1 was the smartest student.
Mhm.
Thank you in that one. 8-2 were the kids that was not as smart or however the test placed them.
Okay.
And then there was special ed.
Okay.
You know,
Mhm.
special ed, when school, before integration, special ed students were special. You know, they had a few with helmets on because they hit their heads.
Right.
They had some they were obviously mentally and physically challenged.
Okay. So going into special ed at that time was kind of an embarrassment to students.
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the word special education,
Right.
that automatically let you know that, something's wrong with this person mentally or physically.
Right.
And they couldn't be in a regular class.
Okay. So after that test, were a lot of your friends placed in special ed, or how did that pan out?
Oh my God. Not only in the 8th grade, this test was taken for all of the black students before we actually integrated during the year of 70-71.
Okay. So they were doing this before. So they were trying to weed the black kids out before the white kids got there. That's what it sounds like.
Well, that could be it.
Right. Okay. So, you said that you did know a lot of your friends that didn't quite make the cut.
Oh yeah, 3 of my best friends, set of twins in my community. They never got kept back. They were considered smart. I mean,
Right.
average,
Uh-huh.
whatever.
Yeah.
And one of my friends that was placed in special ed, she was doing the homecoming. She was Miss Special Ed, and the twins were the attendants.
Right.
And after that, they got, It was embarrassing.
Right. Embarrassing. So did they end up finishing and graduating, or what happened?
Well, the twins did.
Okay. Okay.
The twins did, but, the girl that was Miss Special Education, she didn't. She got a lot of, she was, humiliated.
Right.
Along with so many others now.
What about any, do you have any male, students that you knew that, were placed in special ed?
Sure, yes.
Did a lot of those graduate, or what happened with them?
Well, they came back. Of course they didn't just quit.
Mhm.
They came back. I say that year of 69, 70 year, we all came back to see, we had to.
Right.
And after that year, and we were integrated, they quit.
Okay, they quit. So they took the test and they received their placements. They came back to school, and that was when the school was integrated. I guess,
Right.
they tried it out for a while, and you're saying that they eventually quit.
They quit.
Okay. And do you know those any of those students today? 2018?
Yeah. In my immediate community, there were about 10 to 13. The only jobs that they can get was in textile.
Right.
So that's where they worked. Textile ended up closing down. They're all deceased now.
They're all deceased now?
They're all deceased now.
I mean, I know, you probably don't remember what happened to each one of them, but why do you think that what happened?
Not being able to, my opinion, because of lack of education, lack of encouragement, lack of support, because when we integrated, it was like we've arrived.
Right. Exactly. That was, it was supposed to be, an exciting time.
No, yes, it was. It should have been.
Right.
But from the African American parents to the school system, the teachers, the black teachers, we had arrived, but we had not arrived.
Exactly.
We were, so many, large percentage, were humiliated. They were humiliated. They had never been called dumb.
Right. Well, I do want to ask, I want to go back to what you're saying about those guys being deceased. Now, did they, was it natural causes? Do you think it had anything to do with alcohol or drugs or anything? Did any of that?
Yes. All of that played a part in it.
Okay.
I know each and every one of them. Some was in my family.
Mhm. So they end up turning to being alcoholics and drug addicts?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So do you believe integration? What overall effect, to kind of close out the conversation, what overall effect do you think integration had on the black community, as a whole?
It had a negative effect. And the reason I say that is, before integration, there were graduations, there were colleges, there were so many opportunities, that was there and that we were looking forward to, and when the integration came, all that went away. The students that graduated before integration, they've all done much better than we have.
Right.
The superintendent of Richmond County, Dr. Charles Locke,
Mhm.
he was a Jefferson High School graduate.
Okay, and he graduated before integration?
Before integration.
Mhm.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I mean, I don't want to hold you. I know you do have another appointment, but I just thank you for taking out the time to talk to me today about it. I did want to hear from someone that was alive during forced integration, and I wanted to know what kind of effect it had on African Americans academically and then, socially. So I do appreciate you taking the time out to speak with me, and I look forward to speaking with you another time.
Oh, I'd love to.
All right. Thank you so much again, Vanessa.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Bye.